everybody, welcome to day 4 of our self-love challenge, and thank you so much to everybody that has been following along and listening and practicing, doing the practices with me. I really appreciate that, and more importantly, yourself really appreciates that. So over the past couple days, we talked about a couple things. We talked about, first of all, in self-love, accessing the trauma, healing, learning how to reprogram the subconscious mind and all the patterns that have been created within the body and the mind through childhood that make up our perception today and our ability to love ourselves. So we talked about the blockages, emotional blockages, from a subconscious mind perspective. Then yesterday we talked about the bigger picture. Why do we need to love ourselves? What's the purpose of that? Who are we? And why it's important to create that understanding and that connection with the body in order to love the self. So we got into a lot of deep aspects, but today I want to bring it a little closer to home. Let's do some practices, some practical things so that we can start reprogramming on a physical level. Now, as I mentioned before, the physical body is like a sponge, our body and our mind. We are absorbing all the experiences around us, and all of that, everything that we're experiencing is programming into our DNA and our experiences consciously. So what we need to do is create a really clear understanding of what we are allowing within and what we rather keep outside of ourselves. One of the most amazing and transformative things that I did in order to assist me on my self-love challenge and my own journey was affirmations. Now, the power of word is very important in our lives. Everything that we speak, everything that we say is holding vibration, holding energy. And what we need to do is to create a dialogue with our own self in order to assist us in that reprogramming. Now, we absorb energy and information from many different ways, from things that we hear, from things that we feel around us, things that we are sensing, identifying, and things that we're feeling. Now, when we talk about the power of word, we are talking about our ability to connect with ourselves in order to reprogram those subconscious patterns that are continuing in our mind. So when I got into affirmations, it was actually a very powerful shift that I had no idea. I didn't realize the power that word could have over myself. And at that point in my life where I had gone through a lot of terrible things in my lifetime, and it brought me back to myself, to focus on myself and what I needed to heal and to transform, I came to a point where I was very emotionally starved, and not externally, but internally, where I felt like I lacked a very deep connection with myself. So when I started with the affirmations and I started to say, I love myself for the first time, that was tremendous. It was huge. And it was even hard to say I love myself because I kept saying it, but I didn't believe it. I didn't accept it. So we need to kind of understand what part of us is rejecting those aspects of ourselves that don't love ourselves, that don't want to accept, don't want to forgive, that don't want to process all the emotions that we are feeling. A lot of times because we live externally, we are running away from ourselves, from our really deep emotions, from what we are experiencing in life. So this practice of affirmations helps us focus on the things that we are trying to run away from and help us reprogram the mind so that we can experience what it is to feel that way. So the affirmations was wonderful, and I did that for a really long time. But then I realized that saying and repeating the affirmations wasn't sinking in. So I had to find a new, deeper way to access that information for myself. And I found tapping. Now, tapping is a really powerful practice. And what we're doing is it accesses the meridian lines of the physical body, flushing out the lymphatic system by tapping into these centers of energy to allow flow, releasing the toxins and the energetic congestion that is within these meridian lines. So such simple practice, and helps the body on many different levels, psychologically, physically, emotionally. We're working with the multidimensional body now. And tapping is like this incredible little key that opens the door to allowing energy, chi, life force, to move through the physical body. So what are the meridian lines? The meridian lines are just like we have our fluids are running through the body, through the systems, allocating energy and allocating blood and allocating oxygen to the different parts of the body. The meridian lines are an energetic system, a track system through the body that are interconnected intricately with many different organs and aspects of the body. And those aspects of the body, like for example, the liver, the spleen, the stomach, are connected up lines through both sides of the body. Now, as we talked about the other day, everything in the universe has a duality, and that goes all the way down to ourselves. And within our bodies, we have two aspects to ourselves. We have the yin and the yang. And the yang is the right side of the body, the yin is the left side of the body. So when we are working with this too, we are talking about the masculine and the feminine side of the body. So when we talk about integrating the two dualities within ourselves, we're talking about many different aspects. We're talking energetically, emotionally, subconsciously. And within the two dualities of the physical body, those yin and the yang energies, it requires to have balance. And how do we create that balance? By accessing and removing blockages from those meridian lines to allow the energy to flow through the body. Okay, so that's what we want to do, and that creates health for all the organs in order to maintain healthy flow. Just like blood is flowing through the body, oxygen is flowing through the body, we have to understand that energy is also another system that we must access and work with within the body in order to achieve optimum health. Now, it's very important to know about these meridian lines, and today we're going to work with accessing these meridian lines in the body in a tapping practice. When I do my self-love retreats and self-love workshops, this is one of the most important practices that I love to incorporate, because now we are bringing it closer to home, where we are using the memory of the body. So we're using touch, and at the same time releasing that stagnant energy within these certain important points of energy in the body, so that we are releasing that stagnant energy, and that stagnant energy is information. We're releasing information. So when we are not capable of processing emotions properly, this information is stagnant. It is here. So when I see the multidimensional body on my clients, I will see blockages of energy, stagnant energy, and all of it is in certain parts of the body. And what I've been noticing over time is that these stagnations of energy are exactly where the meridian lines usually hold this vibrational information. So this is a wonderful way to access health and connection with the body, as well as reprogramming the mind. The next step of tapping is the verbal expression and the intention that you are setting as you are touching and releasing energy from these important points in the body. So I'm gonna created this self-love, specific for self-love, which we all need to work on programming. And as we repeat these things, we are reprogramming the subconscious mind with every movement. So we have a couple layers of reprogramming here. We are verbally speaking, we are subconsciously recording, and we are physically accepting and integrating these informations into the body as we are running through this practice. So we're going to get started. We're going to do one round of this EFT practice, and I'm going to put this up for everyone to download for free on my website, as well as here on Facebook. So please feel free. I laminate these and I put them in a package for self-love, which includes a shower practice, which I will share with you tomorrow. Very good. So let's get started. We have 12 main meridian points within the body. And we are going to tap each one of them. And the form of tapping is usually using your fingers. You can use your pointer and index finger. And as you are tapping, I'm going to show you exactly where the points are. Just tap lightly. Don't hurt yourself. It's just a matter of stimulating the energy gently. And as you start practicing, you will feel what feels better for you. And you will notice that the rhythm of your tapping is also something that is very relaxing and releasing stress and anxiety. Okay, so we're going to start here with our first. We're going to start by focusing on self-acceptance. And let me read through these first before we get started. I accept myself with all my imperfections. I embrace all aspects of myself, including my shadows. I am worthy. I am the master of my body and my mind. I love myself unconditionally. I give myself the freedom to be my authentic self, and I am safe exactly where I need to be. So we're going to be using these, and I'm going to start by grounding. So let's inhale deeply and exhale. As we close our eyes, we're going to do our grounding. So visualize the center of the earth and send your energetic cord all the way down to the center of the earth, connecting to the core of the planet. So this is just our regular energy hygiene. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. I want you to visualize your sphere around your body, enclosing you entirely, front, back, side to side, to all sides of yourself, protecting yourself. Activating our energetic body, becoming conscious of our space around us. Making sure that your energetic sphere has no openings anywhere around you, being conscious and tapping into where we are having trouble visualizing our sphere closing around us. And those will manifest themselves as dark spots or parts where it's hard to visualize. And what I want you to notice is that these are the areas of our body that are usually have a lot of cords connecting to external things. So this is where we are draining our energy from. So having the ability to connect with the body so we can know what our energetic field is doing at every moment of our day is very important. So visualize that sphere all around your body solidly, and your sphere can be made out of anything that feels real to you. It can be glass, it can be plastic, it can be cement, diamonds, crystals, whatever you need in order to create a solid sphere around you that you can maintain 24 hours a day, no matter what you're doing and who you're interacting with. Inhale deeply and exhale as we settle ourselves in our physical body. We're going to start our tapping. We're going to start with our hand, and this is called the karate chop point. I'm going to put this up for you to see. Okay? If any of you want to do a screenshot of that, you can see the physical body so you can follow along. But I will also post this in a momentarily after our practice. So we're going to start with the karate chop point, and the karate chop point is right here on the side of your hand. So we're going to start tapping that, and we're going to start repeating. I accept myself with all my imperfections. Okay, as we're tapping 8 times. 8 is the number of infinity. It's the symbol of infinity. So in Chinese medicine, 8 is a very powerful number to create balance within the body. Okay? Taking full responsibility for our body, our mind, and our state of being. We're going to go up to the top of our head. I accept myself even with all my imperfections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go down to the eyebrow here. I embrace all parts of me. I embrace all parts of me. And you can do both sides, or you can do just one. You are still stimulating and cleansing these meridian lines and energetic centers. I'm going to go to the side of the eye here. I am worthy of unconditional love. As you inhale deeply and exhale, repeating, I am worthy of unconditional love. And as you are tapping, I want you to really connect with your body. And as you say the words with intention, which is the most important part of this practice. Under the eye, just right here under the cheek. I am perfect, even with all my human imperfections. I am perfect, even with all my human imperfections. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. I am worthy. Going to the top here of the lip. I am worthy. So tapping, breathing, and saying with intention, believing as we are reprogramming our subconscious mind. Right here under the chin. I am the master of my body and my mind. I am the master of my body and my mind. Right here in the chest now. The chest is one of the most powerful center meridian lines. This is where we hold on to a lot of emotion. A lot of times when we go through difficult problems in our lives, we start to hold on to that because we're afraid of being seen as sensitive, or not being able to process that emotion properly. So this is one of the most powerful centers when we have a lot of pent-up emotion, anger, fear, sadness, sorrow. That is all here living in our chest. And for the women, it really deposits itself within the breasts of the body, holding on to that emotion. So this is a very powerful meridian line to release emotion anytime we start to feel sad or sorrow or deep sad emotions. So I am loving, loved, and lovable. Okay, you are loving, you are loved. So all of those that don't believe that you don't have love in your life, or you don't have a support, a family, friends, a partner, you are loved. And you are the provider of that love unconditionally and at any moment of your day. So I am loving, loved, and lovable. Raising your vibration, coming to that vibration of unconditional love for the self. We're going to go down here to the side of the chest, the side of the body, just right next to the breast or underneath the arm. You're about a hand's width from your armpit down. This is the side meridian, the underarm. And we're going to repeat, I am safe and exactly where I need to be. I am safe and exactly where I need to be. I am safe and exactly where I need to be. We're going to go back up to the top of the head. I accept myself even with all my imperfections. I accept myself even with all my imperfections. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Now this second round is going to go uninterrupted, so I'm going to continue along. Just follow along. I embrace all aspects of myself, including my shadows. I embrace all aspects of myself, including my shadows. The side of the eye. I am worthy. I am worthy. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. And as you go through the rounds, you're going to start feeling a release. Under the eye, I am the master of my body and my mind. I am the master of my body and my mind. I am loving, loved, and lovable. I am loving, loved, and lovable. I love myself unconditionally. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I give myself the freedom to be my authentic self. I give myself the freedom to be my authentic self. Inhaling and exhaling. I am safe and exactly where I need to be. I am safe and exactly where I need to be. Going back up to the head. I accept myself even with all my imperfections. I accept myself even with all my imperfections. I give myself the freedom to be all that I can be. I give myself the permission to be all that I can be. I am free to be me. I am free to be me, to be myself. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am the master of my body and my mind. I am the master of my body and my mind. I love myself unconditionally. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I give myself the freedom to be my authentic self. I give myself the freedom to be my authentic self. I am safe where and exactly where I need to be. I am safe and exactly where I need to be under our meridian. I accept myself even with all my human imperfections. I accept myself even with all my human imperfections. I embrace all aspects of myself even with my shadows. I embrace all aspects of myself even with my shadows. Inhaling deeply now and exhale. And I want you to feel in silence as you stay still the rushing movement of that energy through the body as you have stimulated the meridian lines within your physical body. I want you to notice how invigorating, how releasing and opening this practice can be just by tapping simple, important energetic points within the body. So I really invite you to try this exercise and notice how much more grounded and connected to your body you feel. And as you say these emotional things, as you say these very important affirmations, you are releasing and reprogramming the mind, releasing all of the false programs within the self that no longer serve you, that hinder you from believing those things, and reprogramming the mind with new information, providing yourself with solutions to understanding how to heal the body. And this is one amazing and wonderful way to do that. So once again, thank you so much to everyone that has joined me here today. We're going to do a quick alignment of the chakra system, starting with the root chakra, just opening it back into balance. Sacral chakra right below the navel, into balance, the orange light. Solar plexus, the yellow chakra in the core of the body, back into balance at the width of your body. To the heart chakra, bringing it into balance. Throat chakra into a balanced state. Third eye into a balanced state. Crown chakra shining brilliantly with your creative color. Setting the intention of everything you're going to do today with the connection of your body and your mind. Okay? So take today love yourself. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being there for yourself, for your self-love, and assisting you in your healing. I give you all my love, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Grame, Mahmoud, Charles, Sharon, Alberto, Elaine, Ibika, Rick, Sweeta. Wonderful to see you. Haven't seen you in forever. Angel, hello. Timur, Guskar, or Nubia. My darling Nubia. Much love to you. Hope to see you soon. Angel, Antonio, hello. Vanessa, my darling, thank you for being here. Gail, Lorna, Constantine. Oh, thank you so much. Hello to Greece, and all my love to you, Constantine. Thank you for being here. Amy, Stephen, Adele, Kirk, Michael. You guys are incredible. Thank you to everyone that has joined. Tammy, thank you for being here. Namaste. Have an amazing day. And remember to breathe, remember to connect, remember to be in a state of love constantly so that you are aware and creating your space every moment. Have an incredible day.